because the last WhatsApp may lead to some mistakes. The objective was to show that the idea of not saying Shechayanu doing the sefira is a machlekes. There are those that hold, you shouldn't say Shechayanu, and you should try to avoid whatever you can not to say Shechayanu. Then we said there's a stipler that says, no, it's a mistake. It's a confusion. It's based on the 3 weeks, and therefore doing the sefira, there's no problem saying Shechayanu. The objective wasn't to therefore encourage everyone to go now to the stores and the ladies to run to the stores and buy new stuff. The idea was to make sure that we're not losing our focus. The expression is, don't lose the forest for the trees. If a person understands that these days are about change, an opportunity to become so much closer to Hashem, and although, yes, there's an aspect of sadness, and therefore a person should focus on that too. An example of that is, the custom is not to say Avarachimim. Meaning to say Avarachimim. Usually you wouldn't say Avarachimim, but during these, especially if it's Chol HaMoed, but we say Avarachimim. Why? Because of the terrible things that happen during these times. Now, many times what would happen, because it's not so clear, you'd have a machlekes. So that is very sad. To have a machlekes about whether you should say Avarachimim or not, which by the way, some say that that's the minig. The minig is sometimes you don't know if you say Avarachimim or not. The minig is to have a machlekes. But to have a machlekes about Avarachimim or not, when that's the reason that there was obviously a lack of coverage for each other, and that's why the students of Rabbi Akiva died, that's very hypocritical. And that's the idea of losing perspective of what these days are. Music also is an important concept. Music is not brought down in halacha, meaning it's not in the Shulchan Aruch or the Ramah or even in the Mishnah Berurah. The Mishnah Berurah says rikudim and mecholos. The Minchas Yitzchak says a kavachayma to music, and many of the poskim, the G'dayla poskim, and great people said, no, you should certainly not listen to music. However, there were great giants that said today music is done really for refuah. And it's a healing experience. It's not even done anymore for oinig. And therefore, a lot of people that ask me if I'm going to be depressed or sad, I can't exercise, can't drive, I can't be a good husband. It's pashut that a person therefore should listen to music. However, it's an opportunity to chap around and say, you know what? First, let me try a shir. Because l'maaseh, the difference between listening to music and listening to a shir, whether it's a Rabbi Waxman or whatever it is you find online, is going to change you more than music. Because the art of music has changed in itself. That's a different discussion. So therefore, start with a shir. If you can, that doesn't work for you, then probably music is what you need right now. Have a good day. Thank you. What a schus you have. You pressed.